since I've been on the YouTube channel building anything. Took a break for a couple months, and we're back, and we're ready to hit it pretty hard. So, gonna change things up a little bit. So you guys know me, I'm a two-stroke guy through and through, and I'm also a Honda guy. Love them, always ridden them, always had them, always loved them. Had good luck with Hondas. But this go around, we're gonna change it up. Yeah, you see that right there? I guess we're going green. So this actually isn't my bike. This is a buddy of mine's, Jed. I've known Jed for years and years and years. Used to work with him in the automotive and the diesel industry. In fact, he still owns a local diesel repair shop here in town called Bones Diesel Repair. Anyways, he came to me a couple years ago when we were out bike riding. He said, I really would like to build a KX aluminum frame 500. So I told him, I says, hardest part's finding a KX motor, KX 500 motor. Well, he did. He came across one, and then I told him, I says, we can find you a blown up 250F or 450F KX by tipping over any dumpster, basically in the city, anywhere. And so anyways, he found all the stuff. This is the bike. This is going to be the donor for the KX 500 build, and he's on his way out here. We're gonna start tearing into this bike today, get the motor out of it. I'll flip the camera around here just a bit, and I will show you the donor bike for the engine. And hopefully by the end of this episode, we will have a KX 500 motor sitting, not mounted, but sitting inside of the KX 250F chassis. So follow along, and let's get after it. All right, guys, so look who showed up. This is my friend Jed. You guys have probably seen him on a couple of the other builds, like I think he was here on Crane's fat tired bike. My dog found a new ball. He's pretty excited about it. But anyways, this is his project. I'm gonna help him build it, and we're gonna get started tearing this thing apart. Any words? He's a man of few words. Yep. Yeah, it's still locked up. All right, Jed, what you got going on here?
Somebody over-tightened this plastic bolts and stripped out this nut on the backside.
Are you gonna get angry?
Yes.
You gonna break some stuff?
I am gonna break it.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to buy new plastics for this son of a bitch.
We'll get you new plastics anyways. Plastics. We can afford plastics in your budget.
I was gonna try and polish them and save them.
No, you weren't. He wasn't. Oh, the plastic. Yes. Yes. And that's how you remove plastics. Do you feel better?
Yeah, a little bit.
Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know.
Okay, well, we got all the plastics and a bunch of the junk off of it. You found anything interesting yet, Jed?
Nothing other than stripped out bolts.
Other than just stripped out bolts and it's been hammered. This bike's in pretty rough shape. It hasn't had much for love, I don't think. Like, I'm not real certain it's ever even had a bath.
No, the custom duct tape mud flap.
Oh yeah, the duct tape mud flaps, mud guards. That's awesome. That's even that's good tape, dude. That's like the Gorilla tape. That's, man, they spent big on this thing. Wow.
Worst part is it's probably not cracked or anything. It's just
Extra
protecting
protect.
it.
Yeah, it's like
It won't
undercoating.
hurt it.
Undercoating on a car.
Rhino line.
There you go. Hey, don't be knocking Rhino line stuff on bikes. We did that on Flex's tank, and it turned out good.
Well, that's the cheap man Rhino line.
Oh yeah, it's fancy though.
We need to save this.
What is it?
It's a piece of the plastic.
I don't know, but I'll sell that to anybody that wants it. $1.
Good used.
Good used plastic.
250, yeah.
Yeah.
Plastic.
So anyways, we've got a wager going on, and I want you guys to go down in the comments and comment what you think it's going to be. So I say the 250F motor is heavier than the KX 500 motor. What do you think, Jed?
I think the KX 500 motor is going to be heavier. But
And he says it's heavier. I think the 500 motor's lighter. He says it's heavier. So put down in the comments, and on the next video, we'll reveal which is which one's heavier. Tight? Got it. Lift that baby up. I don't think that's how it goes, but okay. Down my finger. Got it. Yeah. Get back. Get back. Hold it. Come on. What do you find, Jed?
well, these shocks have been leaking for a minute.
Oh, that's
And the front tire's got some weird angles. I believe it's for the 4-wheel drive application, so that it digs.
so it's like a front paddle tire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. I got a feeling this thing was around down the highway a lot.
On one wheel.
Maybe. I wonder if what caused that is because there's no oil in the shocks and it's just bouncing like, you know, like a bad shock on a car. That's got to be it. Reverse paddle tire. That's awesome. Okay, we got her pretty well stripped off. We're going to, Jed's got some special sauce degreaser. We're going to take this thing out in the driveway and probably wash this bike for the first time of its life, maybe.
Yeah, since 17.
Since 2017.
5 years.
This thing's I don't think this thing's ever been washed. It's pretty grimy, pretty gross. And then we'll pull that old girl in, pull the motor out of it, and see if it's even gonna fit inside of there. And if it does, we'll start sawing it up, cut it, get the old sawzall out. So we got the 250 out there soaking up some degreaser, so that's good.
And some sun.
And some sun, yeah. Don't forget,
She needs a tan.
Need a little tan. But I'm gonna fire this thing up. I've never ridden it. I want to hear it run before we tear it apart. So I'm gonna throw a boot on and see if I can get this thing to fire. It's different. Oh. Got good compression. It's too tall. How long's it been since she's been fired? Oh, choke wasn't on at all.
Year and a half. When I was buying it from the guy, I was starting it
Yeah?
and I fell my ass over. Like,
Really?
I'm like, well, I guess I bought it.
They're so tall. Man, I really like my decompression valve on mine. Holy smokes. You sure this bike runs?
I think.
You think? Runs pretty good. That runs pretty good.
I know she's not a Honda.
No, it runs good. It runs different than my Hondas. It comes on, doesn't come on quite as smooth. The best way to put it is really two-stroke-ish.
Real two-strokey.
Yeah, but I mean that's a power valve deal versus non-power valve motor, and it runs good though, man. You get her past about quarter throttle, it pulls hard. Oh, and it's got a fatty pipe too, so put a gnarly on it, that's gonna help a little. Yeah.
Well, that's what she's gonna get.
I like it. This thing's gonna be stupid in that light frame where it actually got ergonomics and geometry and about 25 pounds lighter. Huh. She's an animal. I like it. That's fun. Let's chop it up.
Let's do it.
Okay. I'm not scared. Just a little quick tip. So when you're working on bikes and stuff, fixing them and repairing them, don't ever use friggin' tie wire to hold stuff down. I mean, that factory rubber piece right there could probably only be 15, 20 bucks. And that wire's just digging into that tank. You rode that thing for very long, it's just gonna chew that up. So when you're working on bikes, guys, spend the time, spend the money, do it correct. Don't half-ass it. There's the 0500. She is tore down. We are just gonna slide the stand underneath it. We're gonna flop this motor out, spray it off, and see if it'll fit in that frame. See what we gotta do to make it fit. 1, 2, 7. Oh, that was just a finger. How you doing? Give her the old buddy whack it. Knock the old bolt out. Oh, that was coming out a lot better. Move at it. It's more easier.
We got a thing.
What you got? Oh, hey, look at that. That's different. Huh.
Should we do
That ain't no Honda. I think it'll go though. Come on, Lou. Really tight the tool. Well, don't let me get your fingers anywhere. She's like, yeah! Ready? 1, 2, 7. What the fuck? Look at that!
That was simple.
That wasn't bad at all.
That's
Sweet!
That's a model.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud.
Alright, so we got the motor out of the 500, getting it ready to mock up inside of here. But one of the problems with the Kawasaki's versus the Hondas is the swing arm pivot bolt on the modern bikes are 2mm bigger. So we're gonna try to get these bushings out of this case instead of trying to just drill them out, and that way we can get them out, put them on the lathe, and machine them out. So we're gonna try that first before we go to drilling. I don't think it's moving, is it? Just don't want to snap that case, tear that case off, you know?
Right.
Make me nervous. So we kind of run into trouble. We weren't able to get the bushings out of the cases, but we're gonna move forward just a little bit. We're just gonna throw the motor in the frame and kind of just see where it's sitting. Jed's gonna order some drill bits from our Kimball Midwest guy, so we can drill those out next week. But we're just gonna set it up in there and see what it looks like, because that's how we roll and we want to. Close, dude. I'm gonna lift it up and move the motor forward. So I think it's moving forward just like that. I don't hate that. Yeah, I don't hate that at all. Definitely got to come down though. Yeah, those lower brackets have definitely got to come off. We're gonna have to clearance it, a little bit for the Y and whatnot. But I mean, hey, that looks good. I wonder how much clearance you're gonna have between the tank and the spark plug right there.
The bottom of the tank is right there, like cluster right there.
Oh, let's set her in there. Might hit the bottom of that fuel pump though. But it's definitely got to come down a ways. Oh man.
How perfect is that?
That's not bad at all. Huh, I'll be darned. Who knew? I didn't know, did you know?
I don't know.
I know now, it's all that matters. Cool. I'm pretty dang happy with that. Well, as you can see, the sun's starting to go down, and it's getting pretty late in the day, and he's already gone home. He had some stuff he needed to go deal with, so we're gonna call it a day on this project. But we got a lot of stuff done today, and I've never done a KX 500, done lots of CRs like I said before, but so this is all new to me, so we're learning as we go. But I think we're in the right direction. We got the motor set in the frame just temporarily, because we had to see what it looked like. So let me flip the camera around and show you what we found. Like I said earlier, the bushings, we weren't able to get those out of the cases without, splitting the cases, and it's not worth messing with it. So we've actually bought some tools. It'll be here first of next week to ream those out to the 17 millimeter they got to go. So they're just kind of temporarily held in there, just loosely, just to see how it looked, like I said. And obviously, still got to cut the Y, cut the frame, raise this up, have clearance for the exhaust to come out. And then obviously trim the factory lower mounts and put new ones in here and whatnot. But, carburetor sitting in it, got lots of good room between the top of the frame and both sides for this big old electron carb. And this is actually the factory 500 air box, and we're going to utilize the 500 air boot on the factory 250 box. Other than that, it's got pretty good clearance between the bottom of the tank. Once we remove the factory fuel pump, we should have plenty of clearance, and once the motor tilts down, should be great. The other thing I've found on this is the sprocket alignment is spot on. So unlike the Hondas, we won't have to, make any bushings or anything to move the motor left or right. It's pretty well centered in the chassis, so I'm pretty happy with how this is working out so far. So that being said, I think we're going to call it a night and wait till next week to get some more parts and some more goodies in, and continue this project next weekend. But do me a favor, if you guys like what you're watching here and this interests you, share this video with your friends and other bike people that you know, and definitely hit the subscribe button. And another thing of it is this bike is actually going to be on the Broke to Build competition. It's going to be part of the Broke to Build competition that Cameron Needleman puts on every year. And I think it's going to be a fun thing. So watch for that, and if you don't mind, give me your support on that if you like this build, and continue watching because it's just going to get better from here. Thanks for watching.
I know with the power valve, the KIP system on them is. That was what I was thinking, but I'm open to whatever. No, I'm good with both circuits. This thing's a jewel, man. I told you when I picked it up. Yeah. I got it for about 100 feet to see stuff. But I look at these.
You can get 'em.